Hey everyone, this is Justin from the Best Friends Podcast, and you're listening to the BS Podcast Network.
Warning, the following contains explicit content.
Welcome to the Pure BS Podcast with your host, Ben Dorst and Steven Dominguez. Sit back, grab a drink, and bullshit for a while. Take it away, boys.
Hey everybody, it's the Pure BS Podcast. I'm Ben Dorst.
Steven Dominguez. Episode 150.
What the fuck was that?
That was my introduction. I'm Clint.
We've got producer Clint on the line.
Yeah, you better have your computer on standby, bitch, because you're going to be Googling shit this whole episode.
Hey, I'm on my computer. I'm ready to go.
This is episode 155, and we have a very, very special guest, Clint
Would you?
of Geek Dig. And I don't know why.
Clint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a text asking if I was, free, and I said yeah.
Right on.
Clint is special to Steven and I. He was he the first other podcast that we ever went on?
I think, maybe. I think so. Yes.
Do you remember what episode that was, Clint, when we came on?
Like 6 or 7.
Oof.
Oh, that's early.
And you're on what now?
I just posted 110 tonight.
110.
Wow. That's like a couple of years.
104 episodes ago, Clint messaged us. I can't even. Did he email us something? I don't even remember.
I think it was over Twitter at that point.
Yeah, probably. And asked us to do a list of our top 10 movie monsters. Was that what it was?
No, it was the tournament bracket.
Yeah.
That's right.
They were fighting.
Yeah, to see who the ultimate movie monster was.
Who was the ultimate? I don't remember.
I was about to ask if you did, but it was Godzilla.
I was gonna Godzilla. I remember.
And I think wasn't it Godzilla versus the Xenomorph in the end?
The aliens, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah, it was.
But I wanted to have Clint on.
Yeah.
Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's one of the original members of the network, right?
For sure. Yeah.
And the network, I think, did we just go over a year? We didn't really do anything to celebrate the year of the network, but I think we've been doing it for a year now.
Sure. I do not remember whatsoever when we started the network.
I want to say it was May of last year.
I can go with May. I can say May, sure.
Clint, do you remember when you came on? I know when you came on, you were doing. You were on another network, weren't you? You were on Tangent Bound?
Yeah.
I hate those guys.
Fuck those guys.
Okay.
I don't know those guys at all. Hey,
Wait,
Nick's
are you still
on.
on Tangent Bound?
Yeah.
Oh,
we love Tangent
Yeah.
Bound. They're the best.
I'm on here, Tangent Bound, and another network called We Be Geeks.
Ooh.
which is your favorite network?
Obviously, this one. I'm here.
There's no fooling him.
The other one?
No, seriously, there's a total loyalty thing going on here since you guys really were there from the beginning,
Yeah, we've been through some shit with Clint, Steven.
We have.
Mm-hmm.
Through the thick
He's
and
had
thin.
more co-hosts than the Cleveland Browns have had quarterbacks in that year.
I don't understand that reference completely, but okay.
Yep.
We've got
Clint?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, Steven.
I was going to say we've got Nick is in his chat, and so is Marsh, joining Iota. So we've got a full chat room now.
And then, so Nero said, he just said, fucking CJN's in there too?
Yeah.
CJN.
Yeah, he's
Is
in
your,
there.
is your girlfriend listening?
Oh, shit.
We got some interesting messages from CJN today as he listened to the latest episode. So Nero said on the chat, he said whenever he listens to us talk, he wants to do a podcast. And that's kind of why I wanted to have Clint on. Because we've just been fucking inundated lately with podcasts wanting to come on the network, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Clint, I thought it would be interesting since you've been doing the show for over 2 years now?
Yeah, over 2 years. The first episode released August 1st, 2014. So, yeah, just a little bit over 2 years.
What's your podcasting experience been like? Be honest.
Well, it's been nothing short of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, honestly, the biggest shit part of it was, not really finding a stable co-host until now.
Do you think the one that you have now is stable? You're going to keep him?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Did you think of that about your last 5 co-hosts as well?
Well,
mostly, kind of.
I mean, there's really only one of those previous co-hosts that I don't want to bash over the head.
Yeah. Did you think that about the 2 Judases that completely fucking stabbed you in the back when they left the network?
Oh, dude, at that point, there was about a week where I thought I was going to just give up podcasting altogether.
Oh. I remember.
Yeah, that was bad.
We talked about it on the show, and I wanted it. Steven wouldn't let me do it. I actually held it in a little bit more than
You wanted to burn bridges and
I wanted to fucking napalm them. And in the end, it ended up working out fine. I don't even think they do a show anymore, do they? They're gone.
The show that they were, trying to get started when I got rid of them, they had a split really early in. Nathan tried to keep it going, and it failed. But apparently, just a few weeks ago, he started one back up using the same feed. Him and his brother.
That sounds awful.
I have no interest in even checking it out just to see how bad it is.
Welcome to the Pod Bash podcast, where we just talk shit about other podcasts.
Yeah, but this one's deserving.
Yeah, those guys were dicks. So I guess we're interviewing Clint. Is that what we're doing then, Ben? We're asking questions about the network and his experiences.
Well, look, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to come on here and yell and scream and be mad tonight for some reason.
About what?
I didn't do it.
No, you didn't do it, Clint.
Grabbing pussies?
It wasn't you. It wasn't about grabbing pussies.
Okay.
So I recorded Real Stupid yesterday.
Yes.
On what's supposed to be my day off. I ended up finishing Real Stupid with my son sitting on my lap, by the way.
That was great. I remember listening to that.
Because I'm not supposed to be doing a show on Monday because Edna has catechism and somebody has to go pick her up. So, and we don't take Bubba with us to the church when we pick up Edna.
Because you burst into flames.
Whatever. Right. So yeah. I'm doing the show because I have to do Real Stupid. Because if I don't do Real Stupid, then the network will go away.
No. Ish.
Steven.
Yes.
If I didn't do Real Stupid, could we afford to pay our taxes this year?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
So let's
be
honest.
Okay, well, I'm glad you found a target to be mad at.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. Keep going.
Who's my target?
I don't know. Clint looks so awkward right now. He's like,
No. I'm actually just sharing out the episode.
Always grinding with this guy. Awesome. I love it.
So I get done, and so I Monday's a long day. I get up in the morning, I go to work, I work all day long. On my lunch hour, I work on stuff for the show because I have to tweet to get all the shows out in front of everybody. That's my responsibility for the network. I don't complain about it. We all have our designated responsibilities.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I get done doing Real Stupid. I'm tired, and I cracked the code because Real Stupid hasn't sounded the same as it has since I moved to this house for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but I finally figured it out. And I uploaded it on a box. I'm like, hey, Steven, can you just listen to this for like 2 seconds and tell me if it sounds better? And the response is, nah, I'm watching the last episode of Luke Cage.
It was the finale, man. What am I supposed to do?
And I was like, motherfucker. Not only am I recording on my day off with my son on my lap,
Uh-huh.
I have to go back out to the office and do more work because I have to get all the tweets out and post accidentally the whole tip.
Uh-huh.
Because it wasn't up on box in time before the Giants game, and Devin can't do anything when the Giants game is on. He has to watch a Giants game. So
The Giants game is Devin's kryptonite. If you want to know how to take Devin down, just put on the Giants game and he's gone.
yeah. Hopefully you guys weren't looking for a science faction this week, because there isn't one because there was a Giants game.
I'm trying to put something together, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to. Do you know what? Because Gears of War 4 came out. But keep going.
Yes, it did. Which I haven't.
I fucking quit.
You quit?
I quit it all.
Because
Yes,
of a video game?
Because I don't have time to do any of that shit.
Okay. Well, but you have 2 kids.
2 kids, a full-time fucking job,
Uh-huh.
a network
Yes.
that I do all the tweeting for, all of it.
Uh-huh.
If you see tweets, come from me. My tweets.
Yep.
All of it.
Yep. You do a great job.
They are awesome tweets.
So just to see, I think that I'm starting to become bitter with everybody else's recreation because I don't have any time for fucking recreation.
Because you keep piling it on yourself, though. You keep accepting more responsibility. That seems like that's what
I'm
you
not
want to do.
accepting more responsibility. It's the same responsibility. It's just getting bigger because we're taking on more fucking shows.
Okay. Well, okay. Deep breath, first of all. I want to hear it. Take a deep breath. I can see you breathing. It's kind of weird. Now, scalability. We've talked about this before. When we figure something out for the network, we have to see if it works on a small scale and on a large scale. And all the tweeting you do, I've repeatedly said, is not scalable. But you said it's fine. I'm just going to do it. It's fine. So then I say, okay, it's fine.
But then we keep taking it out, and then we take it out, and every time in the last few shows, I've said no. Every single one. Nope. No offense, guys. No offense. I'm sure your shows are awesome. I just don't have
You don't have the time. Yeah.
to fucking do them anymore.
Yeah.
I'm maxed. I am absolutely. I worked this last week. I worked every single day, and then on Sunday, instead of watching football, I was editing Thanks for Glistening to get that bitch posted on the day that the day after they recorded it. Again, because they pay us. No offense to everybody else, you guys all pay us too, but the expenses that this network has taken on, Patreon doesn't fucking cover it anymore. That shit is Patreon is. You guys go on there and you see there's $88 or whatever it is every month through Patreon. That shit's gone. We're in the red if we're just on Patreon.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So if we don't have Thanks for Glistening and we don't do Real Stupid, then this network is gone because we can't afford to do it.
Yeah. No, you're right. What do you want to do? What do you want to do about it?
Nothing. I'm just
okay.
voicing my frustration.
You're just venting.
That shit is on me all the time. Like, I didn't want to fucking do Real Stupid yesterday. I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this.
Why don't you
I feel like I
skip a week? You're gonna burn out again, man. You're gonna burn out. You can skip a week.
Well, I can skip a week of this because this shit doesn't fucking pay anything.
Well, yeah, of course we could skip. We could have skipped. I could have done the show with Clint, right, Clint? We talk about Gears of War all day. It would have been wonderful.
But then
I wouldn't have had much to say because I haven't played it yet. But
it's pretty good. It's very enjoyable.
And Steven,
yes, sir.
If you fucking tweet #BeenBusy one more time, my fucking computer is gonna go right out the fucking window.
Oh no! What? You can't let yourself get to this level of rage, man.
I was fine. I was in a fucking great mood when I walked out after Real Stupid, and then when it was just like, nah, dude, I can't. I'm watching the last episode of Luke Cage. I was like, fuck! It's on fucking Netflix. Hit pause and listen to 10 seconds.
I was, but let me set the scene though. I was in bed with the wife, who it's hard enough for me and her to find time to be together. And
well, I know, bitch, because I'm out here every night.
Okay. Yes. And so we were having our time. It was going to be watch the show, and then I was going to go and do my stuff, and she was going to go to sleep. Because I stay up till 1, 2 in the morning doing my stuff. Schedules are different. It's fine. So that's why I was like, no, I mean, we just gotten into it. We're like halfway through the show or a third of the way through the show. I wasn't going to stop. I mean, it's the show. Just watch a TV show every now and then. Maybe that's why I'm so calm, is every now and then I just stop and watch a TV show.
Well, I don't have time to do that, though. I have zero time. I get up at 5:45, and I go from 5:45 to 9:45 when I go to bed.
Clint, how many podcasts do you do?
Right now I'm on 4.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
I get up at 5:15 in the morning because I leave for work at 6.
Okay, that makes sense. What time? I mean, on a day that you record, what's your schedule like?
Well, here's the thing, because I'm usually in bed since I'm on this new schedule, I'm usually in bed by like 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
But Geek Dig we record on Monday nights, but we don't get a chance to start until 9:30 my time.
Uh-huh.
So that's my late night, which usually makes Tuesdays shit at work.
Oof.
But
Coffee.
Horrible Gamers we do Saturday nights. Green Up we do on Sunday afternoons, which I'm off that day, and Saturdays is after work, so it's no big deal because I'm staying up late anyway.
Okay.
But Ridiculous Ramblings doesn't have a set recording schedule. We haven't had a episode since fucking like September 20th, no fault of my own.
It's all right, it happens.
But okay,
Yeah.
Clint, you record four podcasts. That's fine. But how many podcasts do you have a legitimate responsibility to do anything other than just show up on the show?
Mostly Geek Dig, but I'm pulling like articles and news for all 4 of them.
So just show prep. Steven doesn't know
A lot
what that
of it,
is, but just
yeah.
show prep.
Yeah,
don't
mostly
need to
show
prep.
prep, but everything, like anything you could think of to do with a podcast, I have to do for Geek Dig. I've always been the only, I've always been the only one doing it. At this point, I don't trust anybody else to do it.
Yeah.
Because chances are I'm not going to hold on to anybody. Well, except for Skip. I think this is going to be different now. But
So that was all, Steven. It's maddening. And then today I saw the fucking tweets, and you guys are doing like generic tweets for real stupid and for pure BS. And it was just like, I sit there and I fucking grind on my 48 tweets for fucking science faction, making sure everyone was fucking as quippy and funny as I can make them. Same thing with all the tweets that I do for the network guys. I'm trying to make them as fucking funny as I can to try to bring as many eyes. And then I see, hey, catch up on last week's episode. I'm like, are you fucking with me?
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you right.
I mean, I get it. I know. I understand. I get what you guys are trying to do.
Save
you guys are
as
doing what
much
you
time
do.
as possible.
And you're trying to maximize your you time instead of maximizing your podcast time. And maybe it's just I care too much. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, you should care less. I mean, that sounded like I was just being a sarcastic fuck, but I'm kind of serious. Like, we're not getting paid for this. This is supposed to be for fun. So if you're not having fun, then why fucking do it?
It was for fun when it was just us doing PBS, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just us doing PBS anymore.
No, we're running a company.
We have a responsibility to those other fucking shows that are on the network. And I'm proud of that. Like, if you talk to people that are on the network, Clint will tell you, Larry from Accidentally the Whole Tip, the guys from the new one, the Mouses on Wheels or whatever the fuck that thing is. I don't know. It's all fucking Disney. What the fuck is this called?
Magic Our Way.
Yeah. They quadrupled their fucking downloads on the first day.
Yeah. Well, okay. I know they said they got 400 downloads over what they usually get, but they didn't say what they usually got.
Well, but
still, that's a lot of downloads. I mean, that counts.
Larry told me he doubles his downloads. He's doubled his downloads since he came on the network.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
So
I mean, yeah, there's a result there, and we're definitely instrumental in that, and that's a good feeling. That feels really good.
So I just it's real that really, and then I had to because when I first started, like I said, I was fucking pissed last night. Julie says, "What are you gonna do?" I said, "I'm gonna start a fucking fight on the show tomorrow."
Fuck, man. So, okay, well, Let's fight about it.
And that wasn't because Clint was coming on. I was just like, I'm gonna start a fucking fight. She's just like, because I work every night. Every night I'm working, and now we have a show on Saturdays. And the only reason we put that show on Saturdays is like, fuck, I don't know how I could fucking tweet 4 shows in one night. I can't. Physically, it's impossible.
Yeah, that's too much tweeting. I mean, we just need to go back to. I mean, they've been chatting in the chat about it a little bit about Twitter and stuff. And the thing about Twitter, even when you have using like TweetDeck or some other program, you still have to type in the tweets manually. Even if it's
you still have to write the fucking tweets.
Yeah, you still, no matter what, you have to write the tweets. And you know, the bots that I wrote, you know, help things a whole lot, but we just have those for a few of the shows in the network. The main ones, no offense, Clint, but the main ones, Pure BS, Science Faction, and Real Stupid. And so we can write the tweets beforehand and then just let the bot, you know, slam them out on time when we want them to do the thing. But that's like a 24-hour period kind of deal. And, you know, I can build something, I can program something to do the other tweets. And that's what we're going to have to do.
But they still need to be written.
Say again?
They still need to be written. Somebody still has to write them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is true.
I mean, and it would, whether it's on TweetDeck or on the tweet bot or whatever, in all honesty, this is God's honest truth. That tweet bot has maybe saved me 30 minutes a week. Maybe.
That's it?
That's it, because that's all it takes. It takes once the tweets are written, copying and pasting them into TweetDeck and scheduling them takes 15 to 20 minutes. You know that just as well as I do.
Mm-hmm. I remember it taking longer than that, but maybe that's just me.
No, you're slow.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I can scratch write 24 tweets for Geek Dig or accidentally the whole tip. I think those are and now the Mickey one. I have to write 24 tweets for each one of those on the day that they come out because they're the gold tier shows. I can do that in about 35 to 45 minutes. That's looking at their show notes, coming up with a tweet based on their show notes, and then scheduling it. It takes me 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Should we charge them more? I mean, we got Larry's listening in the chat and Clint's right here.
No.
Do we? I mean, what would make it worth your while? Because you say it's like, you know, we're not getting paid anything, and I mean we are, but like you said, if we didn't have some other shows doing their thing, we'd be in the red. So I mean, what would make you happy? Not doing it or getting paid more, or is there another thing?
I think what would make me happy is you and Devin feeling this as passionate about it. And here's the thing is that I think that you and Devin are just like playing at it. You're like, oh, whatever, you know, it's cool. It's fun doing this thing. And I think that it could be something more than that. And if I had more time, it would be more than that.
See,
you know what I mean? If I actually had time to go out and contact people that would advertise on the shows on a daily basis, we would have had an advertiser already.
Could be.
Not could be. It's true. Like there are enough companies out there, upstarts, you know, little companies, whatever, that are willing to pay between $150 and $200 a month to come on and advertise a product on our show, because the people that listen to our show interact with us in a way that isn't like any other advertising outlet out there. That's the great thing about podcasts. And I just wrote a letter to a company last week that said, you know, this is the size of our network. This is how many downloads we do in a week. You know, the great thing about podcasts is that people come out, they are actively listening to us. It's not like the radio where they're just dialing in, listening in for 15 minutes, and then dialing over to the next one. They are fucking in for the hour and 15 minutes to whatever they're listening to. And they are going out, we can prove it, are going out and clicking on Patreon, clicking on Amazon, clicking on Audible, and doing all those things that we're telling them to do.
Podcasts are awesome.
So if I had more time to do those things, then we would have an advertiser. That would mean that Clint would have an advertiser. That would mean that Larry would have an advertiser. RSP would have an advertiser. Stallone's up my ass for having an advertiser.
She's up your ass?
Yes, because she doesn't want to fucking pay anymore, and I understand that.
Yeah. Let's back up a little bit though, because you said that you feel like Devin and I aren't as passionate as you are, and I think that there's a disconnect there between how passionate you are and how you show that passion. I'm a very calm person. I don't get real excited about stuff unless it's Star Wars. But I'm just as passionate about this network as you are. I just show it a different way.
Well, how do you show it? By not showing it at all?
Well, I don't need to show it. It's in here. I'm tapping my chest. My passion is in here.
But what are you doing to make it so the network's going to the next level?
You want me to list out all the things that I do for the network right now?
No, I don't want you to list. I want you to, so that the tweet bot, right?
Uh-huh.
Other than the tweet bot.
Other than that little thing that I did, learning a programming language, no big deal.
You did that on your own because you wanted to learn a programming language. It had nothing to do with the network. You can admit that.
Well, when I started, but then when I realized what it could do, that the first thing I did was program something for the network.
To make it so it was more convenient for you on your tweets.
Not for me, for all of us. All of us were sitting there. You, myself, and Devin, every week, were programming those fucking tweets into TweetDeck that are a pain in the ass. Clint knows. And I was like, there's got to be a better way. So I created a better way. I said, like, wow, I was doing this programming thing for fun, but it looks like I can use that, harness that to make something great for the company. And so I did. And so I think that's a pretty good, bit there. There's also the website that I created from scratch. All the websites.
2 years ago.
It's still working, isn't it? It's not broken.
Yeah, it's still working, but like, what have you? So other than the tweet bot in the last 18 months, what have you done?
Been consistent. Ask Clint. No. Ask Clint. Is being consistent important?
Consistency is important.
Am I not consistent?
You are.
I didn't say that at all.
I'm asking Steven. I'm not asking you, Clint. Sorry, I'm not asking Steven.
No, it's being consistent is very important, and I think it's difficult to find. I mean, we first of all, like, it's so easy to see because we get these posts from our, not posts, but for the podcast on the network, every week we know what we should be getting, and we know that we don't get that every week because sometimes people need to take a break. And, I think I've been very consistent in the past 18 months. I don't think I've missed a show. So there's that. That's pretty good, I think. I heard it says Clint trying to be neutral as hell.
Everybody, I want Steven.
Yeah.
First of all,
Yes.
I love you, and I don't doubt your passion for the network.
Okay.
It's fine. I just think we express in different ways. But I want you to know the chat and the people who are listening to this all have their fucking pants off around their fucking ankles and are furiously fucking just working themselves.
They want to see this shit explode. No, you kind of put them in.
My head looks like it's going to explode.
Well, you've turned a very bright shade of red, your whole face. I don't know if you've noticed.
Actually, it's hot in here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's hot in there.
And I have a sweatshirt on.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Just take that sweatshirt off, man. It's hot.
I'll take it off at the break.
Do you not have anything on under your sweatshirt?
Oh, I do have a Millennium Falcon t-shirt.
Nice. Is it red?
No.
Is it the red one? Oh, okay. You caught me off guard there with naming all the things I do, so I don't have a list prepared.
I mean, you edit PBS and you edit Science Faction, which Devin said he was going to do months ago and never did.
Yeah, his computer's shit, and I don't trust Devin, so I'm just doing that. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so
maybe it's my fault.
I edit those two shows. I post the shows. I've keep track of all of the Tweetbot stuff, like when Sean asked to be taken off because there were too many retweets flying around, and he was like, "Oh, just take me off of that." And I said, "Sure," So I do those kind of edits and stuff. I read through and check your and Devin's tweets because I don't trust you guys either. So I read through and check those and fix things every week. It's just. I just keep the old gears oiled up and running smooth. That's what I do on my end. So since we're listing things, posting for Real Stupid on Twitter, it makes a whole lot of sense for the post that says like, hey, new episode posted, to pin that to the top. So I've been pinning that to the top for Real Stupid every week. So, just little things like that when I have a spare few seconds between a child jumping on my nuts and having dogs barking in my ear.
Yeah, because none of that stuff happens in my house. I mean, I just told you I did a fucking show with a kid on my lap.
I am not saying that you don't have problems, Ben. You asked me to list things, and so I did. You have lots of problems. We've heard them listed off several times.
I don't have problems.
Do you want me to rewind the tape? The first 20 minutes of the show was you talking about...
talking about response.
Okay.
Those weren't problems. I never. You can rewind it if you want. I never said I had problems.
No, that's a word I just made up.
Right. I didn't say that. I was merely talking about the responsibilities of the people on the network and how I feel like a lot of the time, and it's probably my own fault, because I took on the tweeting responsibility in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. I said multiple times, are you sure you want to do that? And you were like, yes, no problem. It's no big deal. I remember
Well, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
10 shows ago.
Scalability. You got to think longer term.
Well, but you keep saying, and that's another thing. You're like, scalability. Well, come up with a fucking solution then, because I don't have one.
I've got stuff written down. I'm fine tuning it before I show you and Devin.
Yeah.
I'm working on stuff. I just don't always have to yell about it.
You don't have to yell about it. You just fucking tell. Hey Ben, I got an idea.
Yeah, and if I say that, then
all the time and say that shit.
What are you going to say next? What are you going to say next? What is it? And then I'm going to say it's not ready yet. You say, well, what the fuck do you say anything for?
No, I would never say that.
Okay, Ben, I have an idea.
What is it, Steven?
I'm not going to tell you right now. Now, how do you feel?
I have an idea that I am willing to tell you right now.
Tell us.
Because this is, I don't know how much this would help you, but I think it would help a little bit.
Counseling?
Because I know... I can vouch that shit does help, but no, that's not where I'm going with this.
Sorry.
No, this is something that... No, this is... No, I don't get paid enough for that shit either.
You pay us, so show me your tits.
No,
no, please, no, thank you.
No, I pay you. I see yours.
Here.
Oh God.
Oh
God.
Oh God.
Damn it! Don't do that. I was drinking.
I just saw pure white. It was like
he said he wanted to see my tits.
It was just a flash of white.
Yeah. No. So anyway, my idea is, because this is something that we do with Green Up. With everything that, each of us brings and everything, we actually write out a few tweets and give them to Ryan after the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And
then he collates them.
I think if each of us that does something like when I submit my shit to you guys,
mm-hmm.
like if I had a couple of things written out in there with everything, this way you don't have as much to come up with. And if everybody in the everybody with their own show, did that, just wrote out a couple. And just attach them into the, into the Word doc or whatever they send. That might cut down a bit on the amount that you have to come up with.
And that's good thinking, Clint. And what's great is in your descriptions, and I'm not saying this to be against anyone else on the network, but your descriptions for your episodes are very well done. You have lots of info on there, and okay, here's all the shit that's going on in the episode. You do it like how we do it, where it's like kind of a play-by-play of the episode.
Yeah.
But some of the descriptions we get are like 1 or 2 sentences, which if that's how you want to do it, that's fine. But then we have to fill in the fucking gaps, and that's when it becomes an issue.
Let's for example, let's just say XD experience. We did news and trailers and talked conspiracies this week.
Yeah, then it becomes more of a hassle. And that's my suggestion to fix that, is to have a stable of generic tweets on deck to be like, well, I'm going to do what I can with this, and the rest, generic. And move. And
I have to say, Larry
on.
has lightened the load. Larry's kind of doing what you're talking about, Clint. He's in his show notes now. I don't know if you noticed or not, Steven. It's his tweets for the week.
I haven't looked at his show notes in a long time. Wow, that's awesome.
And I don't use all of them. I use half of them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's better than nothing, because
for sure.
Warpod who are no longer on the network, fuck
Yeah.
them. Their notes were worse than XD experiences. It would just be like whatever the fucking hack names that they had for each other. I can't even fucking remember them at this point because they're just fucking whatever. So jive.
Johnny Dem and Zach Nanimus. They were fine.
I think go back and listen to when they came on the show. I told Steven to hang up on them the first time they talked. I think everybody pretty much knew where I was at on that show from the very beginning.
Yeah. Well, you can't be a fan of all of them, And you as in you in general, not just you, Ben.
No.
Yeah.
Hacks.
Hey, we need to take a break. We are way over on a break. Can we do a little ad here and then get back into it?
Yes.
Okay.
Tired of being openly ridiculed for your desires of depravity? Say no more. Go to the Pure BS Podcast Network homepage and click on the Amazon link and support them in secret. No one will ever know. Except for them.
We do know. We document all of it, you disgusting fucks.
But then it's like, that if we're talking about the responsibilities of the network and all the shit that we have to, we're like so fucking far behind on everything else too because we're so busy doing all this other shit.
Behind on what? Like billing slow.
We need to do another bonus show.
Yeah, we do. We got to do 2 bonus shows.
We got to do bonus shows a week.
I have ideas on that.
But it was just a time, right? Like trying to squeeze it in. How am I supposed to explain to Julia that I got to go out to the office for another fucking hour and a half on Friday night?
That's why that's why if I leaned over to Martine and said, "Hey, I need to listen to this podcast real quick," she would have rolled her eyes and then no pussy. None whatsoever for a very long time.
Luckily, my wife is extremely nice, and she understands the grind a little bit. Mm-hmm. She supports the grind in a lot of ways. She's like, "Fucking honey, go do what you got to do." That's the only thing. She's legitimately the only thing that keeps me sane. Like that's why more than anything, the anger it shouldn't be directed at you, Steven, because it's not. I'm not mad at you. And I think the great thing about the show and about the discourse that we have is that I can come on here and fucking scream and yell and just tell you everything that's fucking wrong, and then we're gonna slap high fives, give each other a kiss afterwards, and just be done.
Oh yeah, we're gonna blow each other so hard.
We're not gonna blow each other, but then we also we have to fucking record. Our ads are fucking so stale. It's terrible.
It's pretty. I mean, yeah, we're busy. We're busy people. I'm not gonna type hashtag Ben busy because it's both of us. It's all of us. It's the fucking world. Everyone's too goddamn busy.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have another fucking kid soon. I don't even know what's gonna happen when you have another fucking kid.
Wait, there's another kid?
No, there's no other kid.
Fucking over under 12 months before Martine's knocked up again.
I mean, it's getting to that point where we had said once Emily's a certain age, then we'd start thinking about it again, and she's about that age. So, but we haven't talked about it yet.
That's code, Clint, for it's getting to that point where Martine's going to tell Steven to go back to work, so he's got to knock her up again so he can stay off of work.
You found out my plan.
Oh yeah, I know your plan all along. It wasn't a fucking secret, bitch.
No. No, that's not true at all. In all truthfulness, no, I'm not going to knock up Martine just so I don't have to go to work. That's not true at all.
Right.
But we are planning on having 2 kids.
No, I don't want to go back to work.
Take it. Take the load. All right. Are we done now? Can we start talking about fun things now that we're 40 minutes in?
I just want to say one more thing. Before the pressure on me, like I said before, with Real Stupid and now with Thanks for Glistening, because I feel like I have
which I'm taking over the editing duties for. So
yeah, for a little while.
What do you mean for a little while?
That show, those 2 shows really, and Clint, this is no bullshit. I want to pull back the curtain for everybody. At the end of this year, in April, Stephen Devin and I had to fucking cut a check for $800 to the state of California.
800 bones to taxes.
And that's not because we made a shit ton of money. We could have lost our fucking shirts on this network, and we still have to write a fucking check for $800.
Yeah,
no matter what.
$800 is like the minimum. It's a percentage of your income or something, or $800, whichever is more. And so, but I mean, we knew that going in. We'd had extensive conversations about that. So all year, it's been pressure on us to make sure we hit that number. And now we're there, and we're a few months, before the end of the year. So I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, but if it hadn't been, because there was a time when, if you guys are longtime Real Stupid listeners, Sloan wanted to quit. Sloan was over it. She didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And that almost led to a fight. That did lead to a fight between me and Steven, because I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I can't make her do a fucking podcast that she doesn't want to do. Mm-hmm. Luckily, Sloan and I kind of came up with a new format, so we're not doing the fucking movie thing anymore.
Right.
And IOTA, it doesn't matter where you incorporate. Since we live in the state of California, we have to pay California state income tax, no matter what.
Yeah. We
could incorporate in fucking Alaska. We still have to pay in states.
The state needs their money. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in all honesty, it's really cheap insurance. But if it wasn't for Real Stupid, when Real Stupid almost left, Devin and Steven and I had a really serious conversation about just dissolving the network, just being like, we don't want to be incorporated anymore. We can't deal with, and it's not because I was ready to take on the hit. Devin was ready to take on the hit. Steven's in a different financial situation than we are because he's a stay-at-home dad and, whatever. So
I'd have to go ask Martine. I don't have any money of my own.
You have to be like, Martine, I need $250 for the network.
Yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of, and I'm just being honest with everybody, that is really where a lot of the pressure from me comes from, because I do like doing Real Stupid and I like being friends with Sloan and doing the show with Sloan. The Sloan and Real Stupid and Sloan and Juan with Thanks for Listening do legitimately keep the fucking lights on with this thing.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Yeah, they're definitely paying us to do a lot of stuff that they don't want to do, that's why you pay people to do things. So,
and if they go away, then this network could go away like tomorrow.
Yeah, unless we make changes, and I have ideas.
Well, I mean, and those changes have to lead to the people that we're making the changes for being willing to pay for it. Whereas right now, that is known steady income.
No, I have other ideas.
Yeah, unless it's fucking Disney coming in and buying this fucking network.
No, no, there's other ideas. So let's fucking change the subject. Unless you've been listening to like all the podcasts on the network and know us very intimately from episode 1, this has got to be a boring as fuck episode.
No, I don't think so at all.
Marsh,
people fucking
hold on. Marsh suggests the Pure BS Porncast live porn streaming.
Of our bedrooms?
Can we hire talent and then just set up webcams?
This shit's expensive. Can you imagine having to go buy fucking hookers?
No. You get models who are looking for experience. That's how you word that shit.
So we turn it into like Martine would never go
like
for
a
that.
casting couch session.
Holy shit! I forgot Clint was here. Yeah, like a casting. We'll get that crusty old black couch. We'll get it from those fuckers from Florida or wherever. We'll set up a whole thing. And look, there goes Ben's gonna. He's showing. If you're watching on YouTube right now, he's showing what the porncast is gonna be like. He slowly takes off his shirt, and
taking it off.
Yeah, oh, you stopped taking off clothes.
I'm good now.
Okay, good.
It's fucking hot in here, man.
Nick suggests nude interns, and Larry from Accidentally the Whole Tip says Craigslist that shit. Yeah, we can get whores on Craigslist, right?
We've talked about interns before, but remember Martine put the kibosh on the intern thing because she said if we have interns, we have to have comp insurance.
Well, I mean, she didn't put the kibosh on it. Fucking insurance put the kibosh on it.
Well, I mean,
she just brought it to our attention.
She's like, you dumb fuckers, you have to pay for insurance.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we'd have to insure them and do. I mean, they would essentially be employees, even though we're not paying them. Yeah, we can't afford that shit.
Employees? Would we employ hookers?
No, they're independent contractors.
So we're just paying them under the table?
No, they're independent contractors.
See, Iota says he can bring the hood rats.
Oh shit, Iota hood rats. See, doesn't that sound like we'd have dancers in the background, like, and now the Iota hood rats, and and they start
Can you
dancing in the
imagine if
background.
Martine walked in on you doing a podcast and there was just like 3 black chicks just twerking their asses behind you? She'd be like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
I'm like, baby, I'm getting paid. Shut up.
Do you know how many hits our YouTube page is getting right now?
Look, 4. It's a new record.
No, I didn't stick my nose in her ass.
Yeah, this episode. Yeah, no, I don't think we should do porn, guys. But thanks for the suggestions. Nick says
Okay,
I was technically an independent contractor at one point. I had to pay income tax and tax on my own business, double taxes for part-time hours. It sucks. So Nick is a terrible prostitute. Nobody hire Nick. It costs way too much.
Yeah, and don't go have a threesome with him and his girlfriend. Anyways. Clint,
Yes.
how's your love life?
Currently non-existent.
I was going to say, speaking of hookers,
Completely non-existent.
What happened,
that's too
man?
bad.
I felt like you were on a good run there for a little while.
After turning the last one lesbian, I decided to take a break.
That is a special kind of superpower, sir.
What, dude? Okay, first of all, bro, let me tell you something. I'm gonna help your self-esteem right now.
I know it was all in her head that I didn't actually do it. I did not convert her into a lesbian. I know that.
She always wanted to fucking eat bush. You having a big giant hairy chest did not. Well, your face might have made her think about bush because it kind of looks like a vagina. Oh my, there's his chest. Look at that, Steven. He showed us his chest.
I saw. I can't unsee that. Thank
Believe
you.
me, this shit is.
It's everywhere. He's got a fine pelt.
I want to see his belly button.
No.
Show us your belly button.
No.
The listeners will love it. Look at them. They're all going crazy right now.
No. Trust me.
They want to see your belly button so bad.
No.
Nothing below the boob.
He has standards, Ben. Standards.
I do.
Steven, will you show your belly button?
No.
Anything below there, I gotta get paid.
Fuck yeah. See, that's how you work the system right there.
Belly buttons.
Hey, the first glimpse is free. Anything else,
Well, it's free right now. The people want to see it.
No.
Someone just asked if you shed.
Does he shed?
Actually, a little bit.
Oh. You got like the stuff in the drain. What do you call it? The hairs in the drain.
Yes, I have one of those little clogs at the bottom that collects, the hair and shit.
The shower colander.
Yeah.
You got one of those shower colanders for all your hairs, all your pubes and shit. Yeah,
I have to.
Yeah,
but what I've actually found though is that like the beard sheds more than anything else.
Yeah,
really.
I shaved mine off.
Yeah,
you're smooth.
Although the thing that sucks is that the hairs that I'm wishing would fall out, like all these gray ones, are fucking staying.
Yeah, man, the fucking grays.
And I swear those fuckers are multiplying too.
They fuck like bunnies.
So,
wait. Do you have grays on your taint too?
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
Do you look at your taint? Do you like get a mirror?
Oh.
Put it down there so you can see what's going on.
No, I just trust that it's doing its own thing.
Do you squat over a mirror to investigate your vittles? What is even happening?
How the fuck did my vittles become topic of conversation for this show?
Well, we were talking about your love life.
Clint's vittles. We need to know about Clint's vittles.
Yeah. No, seriously, I did take a while after breaking up with Shelly, just kind of, doing my own thing. And just kind of wanted to enjoy the spring. Then I wanted to enjoy the summer. And then I saw that there were some really kick-ass games coming out. And
yeah. See?
I mean, like, at this point, I don't want to start a new relationship because then I'm going to have to buy shit for Christmas and split up my holidays. And
that's thinking ahead right there. That's smart. Yeah. That's how I would probably be doing.
So you see, if I could have a relationship that starts in March and ends in October, that would be perfect.
That's fucking. You're doing shtick. That's fucking Clint.
Okay, yes, I have.
I talk to this mother on a bi-daily basis. I know he's fucking doing a bit. I mean, when he broke up with his other girlfriend, he texted me fucking heartbroken because she fucking left him because she wanted to go wear flannel. Like, I know he's doing a fucking bit.
Because she wants to go wear flannel.
Yeah. But no. Okay, in all seriousness.
In Chicago, Steven.
Yeah, it's cold as fuck. That's why you need a fine pelt. Go ahead, Clint. I'm sorry.
I started looking on like other geek dating websites and shit, and it just, I don't know. I just wasn't finding anything. I was like, okay, why am I paying money to be ignored when I can just keep the money and get ignored for free? But actually, I am about to make one attempt to get back out there. I'm going to Con on the Cob again in a few weeks.
Ooh, you're gonna bang a fucking geek chick.
There's a geek speed dating on the Friday of the con, and I'm actually going to be there for it.
Nice. All right, so if anyone wants to get into this guy's hot, hairy shorts, when is this going to be?
It's November 10th through the 13th.
It's in Iowa, right?
It's in Richfield, Ohio.
Ohio.
At the
Why the
days
fuck do they call it Corn on the Cob? There's no corn in Ohio, is there?
There's.
I'm gonna Google that.
I mean,
shit
there
right
were
now.
a lot of fields and shit. On the way there, but
is there corn in Ohio? Question mark.
Is Hendo going with you again this year?
No, that's C2E2, and that's in April of next year.
Oh shit!
So you do a show? What, Steve?
There's a thing called the Corn Belt. Did you know about this?
No.
Okay,
the belt made out of corn?
Yeah, no. The Corn Belt is a region the Corn Belt is a region of the Midwestern United States where corn has, since the 1850s, been the predominant crop, replacing the native tall grasses. By 1950, 99% of the corn was grown from hybrid. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Where is that? Geographic definitions of the region vary, blah, blah, blah. Okay, typically is defined to include Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, southern Michigan, western Ohio, eastern Nebraska, eastern Kansas, southern Minnesota, and parts of Missouri. Corn Belt, motherfuckers. That's from Wikipedia.
Hey, Clint.
Yo.
Iota just put in the chat. Clint, come to the VA, bro. I got you some trim. Don't need any sights.
There you go. Brother's got your back.
Hey, shoot me a DM on Twitter at Vengeful Jedi and we'll talk.
Get them pics of the hood rats ready.
Can you imagine Iota and Clint wrecking shit in the DMV on the hunt for some cunt?
On the hunt for some cunt. I can imagine Iota on his fucking Harley or whatever the fuck he has with this little sidecar and Clint just fucking inside the sidecar and then just cruising around the fucking hood.
Okay, for your next bonus episode, you need me and Iota on, and it will be bonus episode number whatever, the hunt for cunt.
The hunt for cunt.
You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying? The hunt for cunt.
Oh my god!
I think that is a fucking grand idea. I think you guys should do that.
You should get together. You should go to fucking Virginia and go get some fucking Iota pussy.
Iota pussy.
If I was single, no shit. If Iota was like, "Yo, Dorst, come out to the VA. I got some fucking pussy for you," I would have left this podcast, hung up, jumped on a fucking airplane, and I would have been gone, son.
We're like, Ben, where'd you go?
I'm on Kayak right now pricing flights.
Oh man!
Iota, you better make sure there's a blanket on that motherfucking couch because Clint's coming out for some pussy.
So Nick in the chat said,
and you might want to put some kind of like protective coating on the couch as well.
Yeah, he sheds like a motherfucker. Nick says, some girl shouts to Clint, "Show me your navel," and Clint shouts back, "Buy me dinner first." Oh, that's fantastic. Oh shit. Okay, so Iota says, I got this Filipino chick that has a serious head game. What do you think about?
Does that mean?
What do you think about Filipino girls, Clint? Well, yeah, girls. do you think about that,
Well,
Clint?
okay, wait. We have to set the stage.
Yeah.
Clint's a big boy.
Yeah, he's got a lot there to love.
He might need a little. He might need a sister because he needs some cushion for the pushing. If you know what I mean.
We don't want to be splitting no Asian girls in half. We don't need that.
No. I don't want him killing some little Filipina. I think he needs a sister. Clint, have you ever had the love of a fine African American woman?
God damn it.
Once.
What? Whoa!
Did you?
I dated a black girl once.
You dated her, but did you fuck her?
No, it was a long distance thing, and no.
Bummer.
I would have just said, "Who don't like Asians?" I love looking at them, bro, but they're tiny.
There's nothing wrong with an Asian. Nothing wrong at all.
I mean,
although being Chicago around here, it's wouldn't take much to find a nice thick Latino woman.
Ooh. Both of us like that idea. Ben and I just got half
Although I'll
mast.
tell you this: it was a much better selection when I lived back down in Florida.
oh yeah, it's all the Cubanas and the Puerto Ricans. Yeah.
My rum's gone, guys. Disappointed.
Everybody's questioning whether Clint was really with the black girl or not. I don't doubt it because your sister's married to a brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he has a little bit of fucking street cred, Steven.
I believe him 100%. I never questioned it. Yeah.
I'm down.
You can't question a man with that magnitude of beard. He would not lie to you.
No, just to kind of give the quick overview of it. No, this was way back in my church going days, and my buddy Regis was trying to set me up, and he set me up with this girl Elizabeth, and she was brilliant. I mean, she was valedictorian of her high school class. She went to Yale, graduated with honors. She was working for the U.S. Geological Survey.
Holy fuck.
She was actually a musician. She actually composed a symphony that Yale's symphony orchestra performed a concert and actually performed her stuff. She was fucking top tier.
What the fuck happened, man?
Wait. I always said the same thing that at first I want to read. I always comment before this. You gotta be careful with them. Blow on them and they go prego. That's a pretty funny line. The next line was he said the same thing that I was thinking. There's a black girl named Elizabeth? Are you sure she was black?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, but it was spelled with 3 Q's and 5 apostrophes.
Yeah, it was just the English translation.
That's racist.
So,
This show went from me just raging for the first 40 minutes to just totally racist. It's awful.
we went full racist. You never go full racist. So what happened? Tell us what happened, Clint. You had a long distance relationship with Elizabeth, the black genius, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What happened, man?
Well, really, it was just a matter of just where each of us wanted to go in life. It was just in different directions, and we just took a realistic look at things and just realized, because she was actually out there in California, but I just didn't see myself out there at the time. And
What, you hate sunshine and the ocean and beautiful weather all year long?
no, because shortly before that, I lived in Florida.
What? Yeah. Guess
Okay.
what? Clint.
Yeah,
Spoilers. There's no hurricanes out here. And if you say fucking
I know there's
earthquakes,
not.
I'll come through the fucking camera.
Dude, I ain't gonna say earthquakes. I mean, hell, I cause little ones every time I walk.
I mean, California. Steven will attest to it. California, Steven.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it's fucking beautiful. That's why I never go anywhere.
it's-
That's why I never vacation, because my vacation is where I live.
Well, I mean, it's fucking hot as hell and cold. It's hot as hell during the summer and cold as hell during the winter where you're at. But where I'm at,
Well,
like 65 and sunny every day.
Yeah, but it's a 20-minute drive to fucking paradise for me, so I don't give a fuck. I think
and I paid twice of what you pay to live down here.
That's true, dummy. In the chat, I think Iota got it just right. He says she got arrested, and then he says it again, arrested. That's the reason why you guys split.
Nope.
Okay.
No,
you missed
she. No,
Sorry.
like I said, she had her job that was going to keep her out there, and
See, okay.
actually, I was needing to stay where I was at just because of some other shit that was going on.
I think realistically, I can imagine this. You guys sat down and she was like, Clint, I'm gonna write symphonies, cure cancer, and become the most popular black woman named Elizabeth ever. What are you gonna do with your life? And you were like, video games and podcasts, bitch. And then fucking that was it. You guys had to split after that. I think that's what happened.
Dude, at the time, I didn't even know what the fuck a podcast was back then.
Oh, so it was just video games then.
Well, I was also going back to school myself and still trying to figure out what I wanted to do.
All right. Well, so that, I mean, what it sounds like, I was shticking before. It sounds like two intelligent adults sat down and fucking had a conversation, which is great because you don't hear that very often.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah, and we're still friends. I mean, we don't talk often, but we do keep in touch.
Does she have a boyfriend now?
She is married now with kids.
Oh, dagger.
Yeah. His name's Kyle.
He's a chubby, white bearded guy, and he has a podcast in California.
That's not where I was going with that joke, but that works.
Hey, I have a question about the chat.
Yeah.
Let's see. I gotta scroll up here for a second. Nick said, and we call into question whether Nick is a racist a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Nick says, I work in a cafe. There are two different regular black girls named Emily. What the fuck is a regular black girl?
I think
she's not trying to steal my shit on a daily basis, Ben.
No, he means like regular customer, like they come in all the time.
Oh, he should have said, see, this is where grammar comes into play, Nick, because that makes you sound like they're just regular black girls instead of regulars who are black girls.
10 points from Gryffindor.
50 points from Gryffindor because he sounds like he's in the fucking KKK.
He works in the KK coffee shop. Zing!
They spell coffee with a K in his coffee.
Oh, man.
Every coffee has cream in it because all of them are too dark.
Cream is mandatory. You can't get a coffee there without cream. And actually, their cups of coffee, they're just warm. It's just warm milk. That's all it is.
You just said I'm not a racist, I swear.
Sounds like something a racist would say. So when you watch...
Iota regular means you're Shaniquas.
So to Iota man, a regular black girl is Shaniqua. Mercedes is a...
Yeah, I worked with a girl one time. Her name was... And before I met her, they told me that this broad worked there. Her name was Cinnamon. And I knew.
Oh, yeah, that's not a stripper name.
I absolutely knew it was going to be a sister. Like, I just knew it was going to be a sister when she walked in. And then I met her for the first time, and she was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed... I mean, she was fucking smoking hot, don't get me wrong. Uh-huh. But she said her parents were hippies, so they just named her Cinnamon.
That's when you have to ask, like, well, what's your brother's name? Like, Clove. And like, oh, you have an older sister? Yeah, her name's Sunshine.
Her brother was named after like a astrological symbol. It was like Scorpio or something.
Scorpio. That's like an evil villain.
Yeah. Where are we at time-wise, Steven?
We're at an hour and 4. I don't want to end now. Now we're having fun. Before it was terrible and I didn't like it. Now I'm having fun. I want to keep going. I have one. I wanted to do this at the top, but I didn't because I just started arguing and fighting. Uh-huh. It's a little heavy, but I think it's something that I need to read on here because there's not very many people that have an outlet
like we have, and I think that we need to take advantage of it when we can to do something for the greater good.
Okay.
I have a friend that I work with, and her husband has had a lot of health problems, and he posted on Facebook today. And the Facebook group is, if you go to facebook.com, and it's facebook.com/a kidney for Greg Madrigal. I'm just going to read his Facebook post on here. Hello, my name is Greg Madrigal, and I need a kidney transplant. I am 58 years old and live with my wife in Rio Grande, California, which is right in between us, Stephen. My beautiful wife, Kathy, and I have been married for more than 31 years and are hoping for many more years together. Recently, I had to retire from my career in management after more than 30 years working in the retail industry. Retiring at a relatively young age was not planned and was difficult. However, it was necessary because of my deteriorating health. 11 years ago, I had my first kidney transplant. This is necessary because I had a hereditary kidney disease called polycystic kidney disease. Cysts developed in the tissue of my kidneys and destroyed their function. Fortunately, my wife offered to donate her kidney to me. I felt so blessed when we found out she was a partial match with the same blood type. Kathy became my donor and saved my life. Her kindness and love restored the quality of life that had eluded me for many months, and the difficult dialysis sessions ended. I was able to enjoy my life once again. Unfortunately, a little more than 10 years later, in September of 2015, Kathy's precious gift failed despite all the doctor's efforts to stabilize its function. Now that my kidney no longer functions, I'm faced with treatments that are difficult and quite risky. My future is uncertain as to when donors will be available to me. The average wait time is 4 to 7 years. Thankfully, the doctors tell me that I am an excellent candidate for another transplant, especially if received from a living donor, so I am reaching out in the hopes that someone will consider giving me another gift of life. If you would consider donating a kidney, the following contact numbers are available to help you with any questions you may have. You can also contact me at my email address, which is listed below. Contact information in Southern California is the UCLA Kidney Transplant Center. My transplant coordinator is Joanne Martinez, telephone number 310-267-6904. Again, it's Joanne Martinez, 310-267-6904. Contact information, Northern California, is California Pacific Medical Group. My transplant coordinator is Betsy Butcher at telephone number 408-832-5494. That's Betsy Butcher, 408-832-5495. Excuse me. Please contact either of these coordinators with any questions. My blood type is O positive, but because both hospital groups participate in paired donations, a person of any blood type can donate. Medical expenses are covered by my insurance. If you'd like to be tested to see how you can help, or if you would like any other information about me, you may also contact me directly at akidneyforgreg2@gmail.com. That's akidney4 Greg, the number 2 @gmail.com. Thank you for taking time to read my story and for your consideration and giving me the most precious gift of one can give, the gift of life. Please share my story with others and forward on my behalf. And that's Greg. I don't mean to get heavy, but this guy is a friend of, is the husband of a friend of mine, someone as a coworker, and he's been sick for a long time. So if you guys if you can't give your kidney, and if you don't live in Northern or Southern California, just go to his page. It's facebook.com/a kidney for Greg Madrigal, and just share his page. Maybe they'll get lucky and they'll get a kidney for him. So I just want to say that on here.
Yeah, that's, good cause and everything. Help this guy out. I thought it's very strange that his email needed a 2 at the end.
Maybe they did like this the first time, or maybe there's another Greg that needs a kidney.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, this isn't something that somebody that I work with, another person that I'm close with, his dad had the same thing. Or not the same thing, but he had kidney failure, and he ended up going to the Philippines. You can buy a kidney in the Philippines?
I did not know that. Do they eat
like
them?
You just give. No, there's people that, because you only need one kidney, right?
Yeah.
I need 2 because I drink, but
yeah. But you can survive with one kidney, part of your liver, half a lung. Yeah, it's possible.
Right.
Yeah.
So in the Philippines, you can just go down there and you can just give money to people, and they'll just give you a kidney.
Yeah.
So
are we raising money to get this guy a plane ticket, or?
No. I just want. I like I said, we have a voice. We have people that listen. Yeah. And, you know, if you don't want to, if you're not here and you don't feel like giving a kidney, at least just get his post out there as many as possible. There's got to be someone out there that is willing to give a kidney to this guy. You know what I mean? Pass
story around. See, you know, if you are really attached to your kidney, see if you know somebody that's willing to part with theirs for a good cause.
I mean, you can make this guy only. Here's the fucked up part. You want some fucked up?
What's fucked up?
This guy is battling for his life.
Yeah.
He needs a kidney to survive. He's gonna die.
Yes.
That's no bullshit. He's going to die if he doesn't get another kidney. He has 33 shares. Last week, 2 fucking rednecks filmed one of their friends in fucking clown face wearing a costume on a corner in Napomo, and that got 500 fucking shares and 80,000 views in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Do you know how stupid that is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking dumb. Ugh. Blech.
Yuck. So where do we go from here?
We plug our shit. We fucking go home.
Can I read something real quick? I have something to read
Hold
now.
on.
Something very important.
Iota wanted me to post a link. I'm going to post a link on our YouTube.
Oh, okay. Oh, on the comments. All right. So we've done this in the past. I found a different one, but everyone to just kind of maybe cleanse your palate. I mean, you should not forget about people who need things and stuff, right? Like that's very important. Kidney for Greg Madrigal. Go check it out and see if you can help. But to cleanse the palate somewhat, I found another 50 Shades text generator.
Oh no!
And I thought maybe just to end the show, I could just read this a little bit, and we can see how that goes. What do you guys think? Is that a good idea?
Do it.
Go for it.
All right. And by the way, if you're watching this or if you're listening to this, you really need to sign on to YouTube and watch us. Either watch this show when it goes up, or you can watch us stream. But Clint, you gave the absolute best serial killer stare while Ben was reading that. You probably didn't notice because you were just concentrating, but your head was tilted to the side, and you were just like, it was a little scary. Just so you know.
Actually, I pulled up the page and I was reading along with it.
Oh, okay. Well, when you read, you look like a serial killer. Just for dates and stuff. Like when you're looking at the menu, just know that you might look like you're ready to kill her, and maybe that's why she's scared and running. So you really got to strap her down. All right, here we go.
Can I say something? Wait.
Yeah,
Steven.
Yes.
Can I say something?
No.
For people listening for the first time, maybe hopefully you've listened all the way through because there was a giant fight in the beginning and all.
There's no chance. If this was somebody's first episode, they turned this fucker off about 10 minutes in.
No. They love it because fucking people. Here's the thing that I think that people that are doing podcasts forget is that people love fucking conflict.
That's right, you asshole.
Guys that were in the chat room, they were fucking all in when that shit was going on.
It's true. They were.
So the reason I do the show the way that I do it, and Steven does a lot for the show, but Steven does a lot for this show on the back end. Would you agree with that, Steven?
Yeah. Yes.
Like I steer the ship. So the thing that's great about this show is that we can go from Steven and I having a fucking fight and Clint just sitting there like the child in the corner and listening to his mom and dad fight. We can transition into talking about Clint trying to bang a black chick that lived in California. Transition
named
into
Elizabeth.
Trying to get our... Oh, yeah, we forgot that he turned a girl lesbian, too. Transition into trying to get a guy a kidney, and now we're going to completely just fucking say the most vile things that you can say on the 50 Shades of Grey generator. That's what's great about this show. That's what this one that we did tonight.
Yes.
This is what I want the show to be.
If I have to do this shit every week just like this, I'm out.
It's just, we don't do shtick. We don't do fucking bits.
That's true. No, this is us. This is real.
Our show is our fucking lives. We don't do a lot of stories of like news stories and shit because I don't the reason that people want to keep coming back and listening every week is because they have a fucking viable interest in what's going on in our lives. It's like a fucking soap opera or a reality show. But we're not the Kardashians, and we're not getting fucking ripped off for $10 million rings. So, anyways.
Fuck. I mean, I've been wondering why more of these like reality stars aren't like robbed or kidnapped or fucked with. Is their security really that good?
Or? No, it was a work. It was a work.
It was a work? It was what?
Guaranteed. The Kardashian thing was a fucking work.
I don't know what you're saying. A work? What does that mean?
Oh, you don't know what a work is?
No.
So a work is a wrestling term. So a work is like it's fake. A shoot means that it was real. So if it was a shoot, it would have been real. If it was a work, something's going on hinky on the backside, and it just is keeping them in the headlines. It was a work.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, sorry.
Sure. All right. So everybody. And by the way, Marsh is just doing all this shtick in the comments, coming up with names for this episode, like "It Gets Better, We Swear" and "Divorce Scandal, Who Will Get Custody of the Podcast," which is great, but we're not using either of those, so fuck you.
And we're not getting a divorce.
No, we're staying together for the kids, and that's you, Clint.
We'll be together for a long time.
Okay, so when I've read these 50 Shade generator things before, they were like, it was really like, here's all of the nasty, like right up front, right? This one seems like it's trying to be a little more real. So everyone put your hands down your pants, grasp your dick and balls firmly, or your vulva, whatever you got.
How long is it going to take you to read it?
Not long. It's like 4 paragraphs. They're small.
I got to pee.
No, don't. Just hold it in. Squeeze the tip of your dick and just hold it in.
I've been doing that for 10 minutes, but go ahead.
All right. His flogger is draped over the edge of the bed.
His flogger? I'm already out. It's not trying to be real. They called his dick his flogger.
It's his flogger, man. Here, let me keep going. I glance nervously. What?
Have you ever called your dick the flogger?
No.
He will now,
Never.
guaranteed. All right, that'll turn anyone lesbian. Hey, look at my flogger, and then she's like, "I'm out. Give me some beaver."
I'm gonna go eat puss.
His flogger is draped over the edge of the bed. I glance nervously at the bed. His fingers brush the instrument, and an electric thrill thrums through me.
What? Wait, say that again.
An electric thrill thrums through me.
What's that mean? I don't know what thrums. I've never heard that before.
Google that shit.
Okay.
It's like vibrations.
Oh, okay.
You were very disobedient, he murmurs. His gaze is intense, and desire unfurls deep in my belly. Yes. Oh, yes. My voice is barely audible. He caresses my cheek, gazing at me tenderly, making me tremble. He reaches down, and my breath hitches. He plants a soft kiss on my lips, tasting. His mouth is on mine, insistent, sparking electricity, below, making my muscles clench in response. Dominating, his eyes glowing with lust. Exploring, he plants a soft, wet kiss on my lips. Holding me...
My bad. Okay. Holding me firmly in place, we kiss. Savagely, he curls his fingers into my hair, running his fingers through my hair. My subconscious swoons and passes out somewhere in the back of my head. Abruptly, he yanks me off my feet, shoving me against the doorway. My pulse is haywire, making me yearn for him. He traces his hands up my body gently, and I am awash with sensation. How can he How can he turn me on with one word? I can't take credit for that one. That wasn't me.
Oh, that's it. That's all it is. So, I mean, the other one was like, it's full of nonsense. This one just had the flogger at the beginning there. The rest of it was just kind of silly.
Marsh in the in the chat said I found a reason to drink.
Well, I can go back to the other one, the one that's super disgusting.
No, I have to pee.
All right, come on. Can you just hold? This one's was
I've
one.
been holding it for 20 fucking minutes.
One. I mean, would you put some effort into this network, please? Can you just hold some pee? Just a little.
Why don't you read the fucking thing to Clint? I'll walk out the door, piss in my fucking orchard, and I'll be right back.
All right, go take a piss.
Okay.
I'm going to read this to Clint.
Okay.
Hi,
I'm all
Clint.
ears.
All right. Now that fucker's gone, how are you doing, man? How's life? Doing okay?
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, same shit, different day. Keeping busy.
Okay, well, that's good.
Haven't played Gears yet.
Oh, it's. I mean, it's good. It's just like the other Gears of War. There's no difference. It's the same gameplay. It's just as good. It's got that same pace and everything. I haven't done any of the multiplayer yet, though. I'm just kind of running through the campaign first, but it's good. So, it
looks really good.
I recommend it so far. I mean, what's funny is they've got like this new cast of young kids, right? And they're all voiced, and they're all young. I think Nolan North even does JD Phoenix, which is Marcus Phoenix's kid, and he does like the Nathan Drake voice kind of, but like out of this big beefy Gears looking guy, which is, I mean, you get used to it, but then right when you're used to it, they reintroduce Marcus Phoenix, and it goes right back to that gravelly, just what the fuck's going on type voice. And it's just, it's very like, oh shit, that was really cheesy, wasn't it? Anyway, okay, here we go. 50 Shades Generator. Hours, what?
I said okay.
Okay, here we go. Hours of plowing like this would leave any girl's fur burger looking like a gutted trout, and I was no different. The seemingly never-ending streams of ectoplasm emanating from his chub steps soon had me coated like a plasterer's radio. The feeling of his man-fat flowing down my throat got my gunge flowing quicker than a greased weasel shit. I awoke the next morning with my tampon tunnel still sliming. I thought it was
my tampon tunnel.
I thought it was over, but his meaty member had other ideas. My bearded haddock pasty was trembling like a shitting dog. And
oh my god.
Yes, Nick, you're supposed to be turned on.
If that's not turning you on, Nick, you should try sucking a dick.
No, reread for Ben the line about the fur burger and the shredded trout.
Well, yeah, I think that you need to reread it for Nick because he's never heard the term fur burger. I guarantee you he's never even seen a fur burger because anybody below the age of 25 doesn't have fur.
Hey, Ben, why don't you show us your balls?
They're bald. You want to see? I'll show you.
Yeah, pull out your balls. Is he really going to
show you below?
No. Oh, no.
Oh, good God.
That was fucking hell. Well, yeah.
I've officially seen more of Ben this episode than I ever thought I would.
That's disgusting, Ben. So
what?
So would you say any girl under the age of 25 is completely shorn, and any male above the age of 30 whatever, and your name is Ben, is also completely shorn?
I mean, you got to keep your shit tight.
Yes.
Makes my dick look big.
It looked humongous.
You did.
In theory. Let's wrap
hanging down below my knees.
Let's wrap this shit up.
If you want to find me, actually, you know what? You go first, Clint.
Okay. Well, if you want to find me, I'm at Vengeful Jedi or at Geek Dig Pod on Twitter. The Geek Dig Podcast is at geekdigpod.com. We are just about virtually anywhere you can listen to a podcast. Most recently, including Google Play and iHeartRadio. You can also find me on the Green Up Podcast at Green Up Podcast on Twitter, Ridiculous Ramblings at Ridiculous Cast on Twitter, or at the Horrible Gamers Podcast, which is at _Horrible Gamers.
Fantastic.
If you want to find me on Twitter, it's @BDoris. If you want to find this show, it's @PureBS Podcast. Go to the BSPodcastNetwork.com. Clint.
Yes, where you're going to click on the Amazon link and buy anything you want.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everything and anything. Iota just said he got the PlayStation VRs coming to his house.
Oh shit! Really?
Sweet.
Right on, man.
Yes, he's gonna be playing fucking Battlefront. The Battlefront missions that they just released like the last couple days that are all VR.
Enjoy playing that game.
By yourself.
Yeah. Because the rest of us will be playing Gears.
Gears of War. No, that's really cool. I had it right on, man.
Listen to all the great shows on there. Geek Dig, the other show that I do with Sloan Steele, Real Stupid. Thanks for Glistening is wildly funny. If you guys haven't heard it yet, it's Iota, you probably won't like it, but everybody else.
Do you know who needs to? Nick, you need to listen to that.
Yes, Nick. You'll finally be able to hear what a homosexual man sounds like.
Who's out of the closet?
Yes, and out.
And like so out, he's inside your butt. That's how out he is.
Yes.
Oh, God. That sounds like a podcast I listened to today called The Offensive Line.
That sounds like sports.
Is that on the network?
No.
Then strike to bleep that, Steven.
Okay, that's bleeped now.
Steven, how can they get at you?
Oh boy. You can find me on Twitter at SteveZero. Good luck with that. You can go to my website, StevenDominguez.com, read some of my writing shenanigans on there. You can hear me on the Science Faction podcast I do with my side bitch, Devin Kraft, except for not this week or last week, apparently, because sports are more important to Devin. We do science for half the show and science fiction for the other half. So enjoy that shit. And that's all I do. I don't do anything else for any of the shows or the networks or anything else. I just sit on my ass all day and play video games. Ben.
Nick just said on the chat, one of my friend's roommates is gay, and I overheard an awkward exchange of fluid.
Oh, was he docking with somebody? Next time you see this guy, say, "Hey, man, can you show me what docking is?" And just like a demonstration or something. Don't Google that. Just ask him. Just ask him about docking.
Don't Google docking.
Hey, Marsh read
ask
one of my
about
stories.
the Dutch rudder.
Oh, the Dutch rudder. Yeah, if you're into sailing, ask him about that one. Marsh said that he read one of my stories on my website, and he says, "Damn, that was great. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it." That story.
I thought he was talking about the podcast.
No, with my story called "The Kill" that I wrote. It's very good, I think.
Until next time, I'm Ben Torst.
Steven Dominguez.
And I'm producer Clint.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
If you don't, you don't slap your girlfriend when you guys are porking, because you just
Give her a little pop on the butt cheek.
Look, what women really like is when you can be in the missionary position, that's fine, and you're having the sex, and what they really enjoy is if you like push up with your arms, and so like you're kind of above her, and then just spit right in her face and slap her as hard as you can. And that's how you break up.
Thank you for that, Stephen and Ben.